Hello students, let's continue with algebra equations. We are doing framing of equations and we have almost completed most of the different types of equations. There is one type which we are not going to do much in detail, but I just want you to understand the basic of how to solve those type of equations. Let's take a number. These are the equations based on two-digit numbers. Here is a number 25. Now in 25, how many digits are there? There are two digits. Number 5 is in a specific place. And what is that place? It is units place. Number 2 is in tens place. So these sums which are there for framing the equations are only using two-digit numbers. In primary, you have learnt how to write 25 in expanded form. So if you have to write 25 in expanded form, you will write it as 20 because it is in tens place plus 5 because it is in units place. Now instead of number 25, supposing you have two variables, x in place of 2 and y in place of 5. Now how do we write this number in expanded form? Because x is in the tens place, we will write it as 10x plus y. Very simple. If it was not xy and if it was mn, any other variable, it would mean m is in the tens place, so 10m plus n. So this what we have written is the expanded form of the number. Well, you must remember the place of every number. Supposing there is a number 72. In 72, 7 is in the tens place. So we will write it as, instead of writing 7 into 10, I will write it as 70 plus, now 2 is in which place? 2 is in the units place and therefore it is 70 plus 2. That's all. You remember only how to write it in expanded form. Now supposing 25. If I exchange the digits of 25, that is 5 which is there in units place, I bring it over here and I put it in tens place. 2 which is in tens place, I bring it in units place. Is the number same? No, number is different. So the expanded form of this would be 50 plus 2. And definitely it is not same as 20 plus 5, 50 plus 2 is different. So here we have interchanged the digits. So I'll take an example where we write xy and then it will be 10x plus y. Suppose I interchange the digits, this becomes yx. And how do we write yx in expanded form? We write it as 10y plus x. So this is all that I want you to know about numbers, that is two-digit numbers, and how to assume x or y and how to write it as a expanded form number. That's all. There are sums based on this which are not there now for you this year. But suppose you come across these sums next year or in college, then you will remember this part. The place value is very, very important. Now framing, after framing so many different types of equations, I think now we should move on to solving the equations. Solving the equations is very simple, but sometimes when fractions are involved, I feel some students find it difficult. So I am doing this for those students who find it difficult. For others who have done it already, you may take it as a revision. But I request all of you to practice these sums again. So let's see solving of equations with fractions. So look at this first equation, which is having fractions. Now do not fear if you see fractions like this. It's not at all difficult. Let's see how to do it. 3 and 4 we will take LCM. What is LCM of 3 and 4? It is 12. So in the next step we will write 12 in the denominator. Now once 12 is written in the denominator, all we have to do is look at the first denominator of this fraction, 3. 3 how many is 12? 3 fours are, and therefore I write multiplied by 4 over here. Of course, writing like this is not required. You can do it in mind also. I am just explaining for those who find it difficult. 4 how many is 12? 4 threes are, and so I write over here multiplied by 3. Now what will be the next step? 4x plus 3y is equal to 4. So we have got 4x plus 3y upon 12 on left hand side and 4 on the other side. Now I want to take 12 on the other side. What do? I multiply this 4 with this 12, and so what do we get? Here we get 4x plus 3y is equal to 4 multiplied by 12. Of course, writing this step is also optional. You can skip this step and you can directly come to 4x plus 3y is equal to 48. This becomes equation number 1. So this is how from a fraction you get an equation without a fraction, and this is a must. You have to come to this step. Now after doing this second equation, let's see the other one. Now second is this equation, x upon 2 minus y upon 4 is equal to 1, and we want to convert this into this type of an equation. Well, what we have to do? Find LCM of the denominators 2 and 4. And when we find LCM of 2 and 4, we find that LCM is 4. You can do it by LCM method, which you have studied in earlier classes. LCM of 2 and 4 is the number 4. Now, what we have to do? Look at 2. The first denominator, 2, how many is 4? 2 2s are 4, right? And so, what we will write? For x multiplied by 2. Again, this is an optional step. You need not write 2 over here. You can directly write 2x over here. 4 ones are 4. So, how many times you will multiply y with? Multiplied by 1. And this gives us the numerator 2x minus y is equal to 1. Now we want to take 4 on the other side. So next step again begins with a therefore sign. 2x minus y is equal to 4 into 1, 4. Fine. It is so simple. Was this difficult? No. But when you see fractions, there is that fear which sets in. Oh my God, fractions, and many students do not attempt. See, finding LCM is not something which is difficult. You go back to your old textbooks, you'll find you have done this, and you get now a second equation. So this becomes equation number 2. Now we have to solve this equation and this equation. Let's put them together one below the other. So these are the two equations which are written one below the other. Now there is anything that can be cancelled directly? No, here there is just y. If it was 3y, then we could have cancelled plus 3y minus 3y. If it is not 3y, we can bring here 3y by multiplying this entire equation by 3. So if you multiply second equation by 3, what do we get? 3 2s are 6x minus 3y is equal to 4 3s are 12. This has become equation 3. Now equation 3 is having minus 3y, equation 1 is having plus 3y. So we will take only the first and the third equation. So what do we do? Add in equation 1 and 3. So when you add, you're simply going to cancel this y term. Then what do you get? You get 4x plus 6x, you get 10x is equal to 48 plus 12 gives you 60, and therefore x is equal to 60 upon 10, 6. Once you get value of x, you can substitute this value in any of the values 1, 2, 3, 2 which was always there. So you can choose any of these equations in which you can substitute value of x and find value of y. So children, do not fear when it is a sum with fractions. We'll take more for your practice. Finding y, I leave it to you. I am not going to do it. Okay. So if you have understood, you will practice this kind of a sum again and again. Next equation, x upon 3 plus 5y is equal to 13. Now for 5y, there is a denominator which is 1. And we need to find LCM of 3 and 1. LCM of 3 and 1 is 3. Since 3 1s are 3, I will just write x as it is directly. 1 3s are 3. So I have to multiply this numerator with 3. So 5y into 3 gives me 15y is equal to 13. If I take 3 on the other side. So simple. See, this is the first equation. We have already got x plus 15y is equal to 39. Now let's take the second equation.